Hello, this is Mountain Limited back for another video. This time it's the ending that should have been. The final little bit of Onega. And we'll start off with these the West Siberia, the East Russian and West Siberian unification war, where we're going to dismantle them and they're trying to destroy us. What should have been our actual ending. Dark clouds rolling in. We are not prepared, but the West Siberian Republic is. In these treacherous lands of Russia, we could count little on the matter of allies. However, this has proven to be an exception. Their troops are massing against our collective borders, regardless of how much we want to or not. This shall be a fight none of us wish to lose. Though we are disunified and bitterly divided, there is common cause to fight for survival. War is coming rapidly, and there is no time to lose in mobilizing our troops. Also, they got rid of the thing where you can look at the city, which I've just only noticed after several years. Should have really noticed this before. Anyway, other than what else happened? In the unified West Africa, the Republic of South Africa gained the entirety of East Africa, in this version at least, and communists have taken the Levant. Here, the Socialist Republic of Jordan, led by the Harakayim, the Democratic Republic of Palestine, led by the Al-Jabaa al-Shabia Litera Filsta, or the Popular the last P is Palestine. The Popular Front for the Liberation of Palestine, I think that's PFLP that stands for. And the Lebanese Socialist Republic, led by Al Murat Bitan, under Rashim Karim, George Habash, and Nif Hawakatamet, in sort of that order. Oh, backwards order, but yeah, to get the point. The Socialist Republic of Kazakhstan is at war with the Organization for the Preservation of the Soviet Union. That is, for the first time ever, in Russian, the OZSSR is doing pretty well. Because in Russian, its name is Organizatsiya za Sokranenia e SSSR. First time too. Anyway, what everyone is actually wanting us to beat. Stop doing this again. Sorry, this thing that refuses to work. Oh, right click. Okay, so to circuit basically. So this is the ending you wanted to see. The new states are Omsk, Tyman, Khanty-Manetsk, and Surgut, and our new borders to Vortuka and Sevastopol. Hey, Finn? So did I delete all the troops? Yes. There are also other things, such as me making the entire nation full of forts. We also updated where you don't get Pudzov or Plutonian anymore, but who cares? Let's finally end the series on how it should have been. Go, lads, go! Somehow, Udmurt and Murray L are already dead. Also, somehow Finn's also Well, I mean, technically they are. Yeah, they're still supporting our independence, so they would be sort of in this war as well. But hey, the images now work again, so you can look at all of these people. I'll go with a re-overview for anyone who didn't see it last time. For people who've already seen them, you'll probably know who they are, but you get to now see the images. This man looks depressed. Anyway. Forward, lads. Forward into the new future. That is us. You get to Sovotsk. Now I get what you're thinking. Well, if you play this before, you know that the puppet states are basically the exact same ones as the slots ones, but the borders are just different. But, I don't care. Also, I think the parties are technically different and the people who rule them. They may be the same, but who knows. Anyway, Yekaterinburg or Savlovsk has been taken. Their capital is now in Omsk. To there then, men. To there. Oh yeah, we're also having money issues. But forget about those, they're not really important. Also, Bukhara. Our People's Soviet Republic exists. I like the Islamic Republic of Turkmenistan. I like that they actually get a different flag, unlike Bukhara. Why didn't you even use the Bukharan Soviet Republic flag? There is actually one, which they didn't even use. Also, I don't like the new Republic of Tajikistan flag. Should be the actual flag of the Republic of Tajikistan, not this. Should be what dictatorial Tajikistan looked like. Oh yeah, disunified the other two. So the Kolma development zone exists. The Siberian Workers Federation, the Free Workers Siberian Republic, the former Siberian Socialist Workers Republic, the Siberian Workers and Peasants Union, the Siberian Protection Committee, the Kamchatka Naval Authority, the First Army Dmitry Donskoy, the Divine Monday of Siberia, Partisan Republic of Buryatia, the Transbaikal Governorate, led by the ex-leader of Chita, Mikhail II, and the Spiritual Autonomy of Buryatia. All which are basically the exact same as their actual names. But I hope do not crash these. We're still in a financial crisis because we're 3 billion over in debt. Obviously. To Vortuka and get their camps. Because Vortuka still has gulags in it. Ortsk command. To Ortsk. You take this run a bit in Magnitogorsk. You go to Chelyabinsk. Here comes the Finnish forces. Hopefully. Yep. Hey, that's what it turns into, the Alma-Ata autonomy. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's what happens if they win. Shekalokov defeats Almaty government. Shekalov's militia at first seemed defensive and disunified, unable to combat the veteran Kazakh army. Instead, they have managed to shockingly assault, taking Alma-Ata and soon the entire country. Most credit victory to Shekhanov's strategy of finding allies in Russian warlords, as well as disorganized defense from the Kazakh government. From that never expected a full assault. Now Shekhanov's government will faced with victory no one else expected. Even internal action appears to be confused. Shekhanov has unsurprisingly defaulted to a Soviet-style bureaucracy, but without a unified vision, it's unclear what will define the state beyond very vague Russian nationalism. Well done. Well done, Nikolai Shechekalkov. Who actually? We'll never know who allied with him. Probably it's the states in here. I mean, they are 4 separate countries in aspect, so it would make sense. Also, this should be the Altaic workers and peasants union candidates in the entire region of Altai. Those 2 regions are technically part of Altai. I don't know, think about it. You go into there and you get Sabay. Well, you're getting that. Anyway. You could say this the Reformed Siberian Socialist Workers' Republic should be the Reformed and Tuvan Socialist Workers' Republic, but I digress. That's because I believe that it should be. Technically, it holds Russian lands, so it can't be just Tuvan. I mean, if you split those 2 things off, that would make sense. Also, give an option for Min Jing to go in, carrying their claims in it. You know what? Set owner men. First hack of the day, not in this game though. So Tuvas under Nanjing, and it has its own name. Damn. Hem Belder instead of Crizzle. But yeah, there's supposed the People's Revolutionary Councils used to be allianced with the Communist Mongolians when that was part of the mod before they kicked it out. So that's probably why. But still, very cool, very cool. Also, I found out they still haven't changed this so it actually has a Tibetan name. Terrible. Anyway, more important stuff. To Ugorsk, man. Ugorsk. You go to here. You're still going to Portugal. You're going to those regions. Finland's signing in its troopers. Its super troopers. The super troopas or something. Sorry for the language. Now there will be good questions of what will happen to Alma-Ata. The video into itself. we'll see. Germany increases its presence in the Indian Ocean when Pakistan's already dead. Missed chance. Keep going. I think they should give Kazakhstan. Also, make Alma-Ata the destroyer of Kazakhstan. Or the organization for reorganization. The organization for reconstruction of the Soviet Union. Most because when then it would be, kind of interesting. What happens if they collapse or something like that? Because I think they added more provinces. Is it just me? Yeah, I think North Kazakhstan's been split in half with Caucasus. Was I that wrong? We're still having economic issues. Couldn't care less. Make more money. We're going into Yogotsk there. Probably buffering because I've been playing the Turkish liberals resigned over Disk riots. Disk is a group of is very socialist brand of Disk translates, I think when I read it in, I'd better remember, revolutionary councils of Turkish people or something like that. I don't really remember because I've been playing it for mods and testing it, hoping my computer won't break. Must have been playing Cold War. That mod needs an update. Did the Timor guy or something? I mean, he probably did. I don't entirely remember. Don't entirely get on the news that often. So, for all intents and purposes, I think you should update the mod. I also tried to get Elder King to still do not have a very clue of how to get mods to work on CK3. I don't know how I got the vampire one to work, and I still don't know how to get it. Not to. Victory for the guards in West Siberia. Once again, the Republican movement of General Kirpichnikov has proven itself a formidable foe. This time in the land's West Siberia, while the North Russian Republic was determined to remain neutral, simply rebuilding the West, forming a proper democracy, our hands was forced once more into war. The leading powers just east of the Urals, in their quest to reunify the nation, invaded us everything they had yet. Much like the first war we waged in the bulwark of republicanism engaged victorious, and yet another warlord state has been defeated, pardon me, in the place of West Russia. in the place of the West Russian Authority, a new administration has been set up. Of course, the North Russian Republic has annexed some lands reclaimed, to be exact, Fortuka and San Paul. But the army is stretched to its absolute limits at the moment. Following the tried and unsuccessful system employed in Russia, the territories were unable and unwilling to directly control have been placed under a number of puppet administrations. Once again, the dream of republicanism has been seen on the verge of being wiped out, has only become stronger. Who dare challenge us now? As thus approaches the new order. Give more content for Onega. Should be the grandest unifier of Russia. Just saying. So, other than arcade mode being active. Don't give a damn. We've done it. Gentlemen, we have done it again. Wonder if there's a then if Kazakhstan invades us. Why doesn't Kazakhstan invade us, by the way? Why not standing? We've got new friends like the Ural League, Orenburg, or the Orenburg communes. Ural League, the Khanty-Mansi United Front, the Protectorate of Taiwan, the Omsk Reconstruction Authority, and the Republic of Nenetsia. This guy's pretty chuffed. He isn't. He's alright. And he has no picture. Again. So, for a rundown of everyone we had. Still don't have Budzov, so they fixed that in our faction. Then, after I set up our troops all around this great realm that we've made. So there is a slight difference to this Khanty-Mansi. They get Niglini to kill, and the Protector of Taiwan gets lots. But the Republic of Nenetsia is still the same as the Omsk Reconstruction Authority. The original Orenburg was anarchist, now they're more industrialist, I believe. Plus they made new provinces. So as my troopers got that, we gained the Vortuka Gulags captured. Never again. So yeah, that we don't get those. So let's go over with the North Russian Republic led by Vladimir Kirpichnikov and the Republican Party of the North, or the Russian Republic Party of the North, or Northern Russian Republican Party, however you wish to choose. Below us is the free city of Nizhny Novgorod, led by the industrialists of Konstantin Kutushnev. Our guy looks chuffed. He looks slightly depressed. Next to that is Mariel Republic, led by the Murray. It's not prosperity. Republican. The Murray Republican. I don't know. I need to do my. You can read it. And either go back to the previous video or learn it from here. Either Divin. Probably need to put the whole thing in just in case. Maurice. Yeah. Republic and Hoi4. Diviz. Yeah. The Maori Republican movement. That's what Division means. Movement. And here we've got probably is there Tata TTK LMNEUS Tata. So that would be dotted O 10 Tata. Supposedly it means the Botanata Community Center. Probably wrong because it was through Google Translate, but who knows? This is the. What do you mean All Russian Nationalists Union? I remember at National National that's now in it just means national. What if I give it a capital? What in Russia's everything? So all Russian I think is Verossiya means. Yeah, it means all Russian National Council. Just check about it. Correct. Always double check just in case. Use. Alright, I have it in Tata, Russian. Yeah, all Russian National Union. Under Boris the First, who seems to be alright. PERM, or the Anti-Fascist Committee of PERM Anti-Fascist Committee, because they haven't still haven't updated this. Led by the All Russian. You'd have to change the slight bits of it. Narod. Yeah. All Russian Tsars People's Union. Alright. Led by Andrei Medvedev. This guy was Boris the First. That was Mikhail Kazakov, who looked more confused than anything. We've got the Udmurt Republic, led by the Yukov Panteleyev, who I have no idea what type of facial expression that is, led by the Udmurt, party, I think it means unity, so body means. I'm just checking because double checking is really good. Party, yeah. Freedom Party, the Udmurt Freedom Party. Next is the People's Assembly of Samara, led by the People's Assembly of Samara under Viktor Polyakov, who is looking depressed, as I said before. There's the Bashkort. Bashkort. Where the hell do I have Haitian Creole? The Bashkir language of the Bashkors. So there's. I can actually translate this. Bashkort. Milli. Two L's. Have. So. Damn. The Bashkort or Bashkir, the National Center. That's supposedly what it means, led by the chairman, possibly the Zakarmen Sagafuranov. Forgot to talk about ideology. We're paternal conservative. The Free City is liberal. They're liberal conservatives, and Mari L. Well, paternal conservatives like us in Vietka. Hearn is a military junta. Udmurt is a liberal conservatism. Tatar is national liberalism. Samara, the new Samara, is left-wing populism, and Bashkort is Islamic conservatism. Next, to the Orenburg communes, led by the I think it's supposed to mean the Berber faction, because it's led by Alexander Berber. But I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean that in Russian. See. Fractia. Berby. The faction of struggle, supposedly actually means. I'm afraid I'll try to say Berber faction. They may have misspelled it. Anyway, there's the Ural League led by the Ural Guard. Yeah, Ural Guard of Janis Menderek, which doesn't sound Russian in the slightest. I think that this man may actually be Latvian. This is a oligarchy, that's a military junta. He looks more fine feeling, feelingless. He looks one of those very striking pictures. Calm. They both look Carb. That's the term. In the Republic of Netsia, the Liberal Conservatives, led by the Party Nanette. Oh, what was that for? Sardinia. I think it was Party of Nanette Renewal, if I remember. I do not have good memory. I'm deeply sorry. Could be totally different. Was Nanette's Revival Party. You're pretty much that. Here is the led by Ivan Istomin. Next is the Mananti United Front, led by he is cheerful, he is not, Antonov Ovsenyenko, and the Liga, which is League, or Prio Razor Ovania Rossi, which is Russian for Russian. I'm pretty sure it was right. Socialist Party, but it's that's exactly Liga Preobrazonia Rossi is translated into means League for the Transformation of Russia. Big dreams for sort of round state. And the Protectorate of Timon, led by kinda chuffed Boris Sherebina, which are technically different people, although their names are very close. The provisional government is led. These guys are liberal conservatives. This is just a provisional government led by the Ural. Committee. You know what it means. Committee. I do have no clue, so this is probably from Google Translate. Gos Udar Stver Go Spazenia. The Euro Committee of State Salvation. So Uralskaya Komitet Sudarstevenogo Sapeznia in Russian translates to Euro Committee for State Salvation. And the paternalist state is led by the picturalist Lev Brusilov, lives the Alms Reconstruction Authority, which I'm pretty sure that's what this stands for. I think when I redid it, it actually said something else. Omskoye for Omsk. Means provisional Pravitelstov. Pravitelstov. Oh. No idea what Vos Stanov Lenya. Oh, I already have it. I missed a bit on. The Omsk Government of Restoration, That's what it means. Journalists. So yeah, this is what the true Russia looks like. Who knows what Kazakhstan looks like, but this is pretty much what Russia should have looked like in the 60s turning into the 70s. Due to the major fact being that since Russia's supposed to be a bunch of war states, and the fact that rulers rise and fall, the likelihood is it will collapse again. So to me, this is the perfect Russia in P&O, a state that tried to unify but collapsed due to forces is trying to also take control. Well, and in its attempt to be controlled for corruption and being wars, it collapsed in on itself because it stretched itself too thin. Unlike us, who have taken what we wanted, gain a bit, lose some bits, but other than that, we are perfectly content with our place in the world. Now, one last thing I'm going to do: make a stupid amount of forts. I've already done this part, but I can do more. Yes, I did entirely cover my nation full of forts. Was it a waste of time? 100%, but I'm still doing it because I think it's fun. So, after I cut down this stupid amount of forts, and not forgetting the C1s, of course, because no man should forget the C's. You're going to hear a lot of this sound for a bit. I mean, mashing the clicking sound. Sadly, we can't do it in the other regions because then I would have so many forts it would be insane. No, I didn't forget you. So, don't mention to you, don't mention sea forts, because sea forts do count as forts. Being the extreme 10 guy build, maybe the extreme 10 fort build. Our coasts are now secure, and I'm pretty sure I've overdid it on the forts. But goddamn, now our state is truly safe from everything. So, with that, I call this video a due. Of what should have been the true ending of West Siberia, of the North Russian Republic. Thank you for watching, hope to see you next time. I completely deleted the Rise North Russia thing, so I can't re-sing it to you. To be honest, it was pretty bad the time I did. So, anyway. Also, they got rid of the Polish culture in West Kazakhstan. A true failing of every kind. Anyway, hey, you can see the Comey flag. Wonder what. We'll never know which fighters fought for him. But what I can tell you, is that it's really a top spot between the Japanese and the Russians, the US. Although I'm pretty sure it's more of a US victory, counting Japan had more successes than the US had. But anyway, next time I'm going to China and TWR. May it be fun, may it be bad, who knows. And see you then, I guess. Anyway, this is Mentality signing off. I'll probably return to here once Italy finally gets that foreign policy thing. That we're going to be uh, or going to see what happens to Manchuria and Manchukuo play and TWR, not TWR, TNO. And hopefully they actually get focuses to 1975 or longer. That's a good idea. What else? After China, I'm going over to the US to play as one of the warlord states in TFRS, the Fire Risers, as the Patriotic Front. Maybe the Patriots win, I guess. After that, who knows? Soviet running in the Cold War mod, which is probably going to cause my game to like. Fun fact: don't white piece in if you're playing the. Don't use the white piece hack in if you're playing in Red Dusk, not Red Dusk, Cold War, because the game will just crash. I don't know why, but it will. Which also makes it, if you're playing in 1949, impossible for the Vietnamese to win, that I know of, due to really strange things, such as parts of it includes parts of the game won't letting you invade certain provinces in Vietnam. I don't know what's the problem with that. Needs fixing, just to be honest. Anyway, with that fact out of the way, this is Mount Unlimited signing out. Hope you have a good day, have a good time, and God save the North Russian Republic and Vladimir Kirpichnikov. Good day.